In this week's Report on Conditions, our Public Affairs and Community Education team heads out to the Cahuilla Indian Reservation to cover the annual Bautista Wildland Preparedness Exercise. We'll also offer some great tips on rattlesnake safety.
Stand by for report on conditions.
Welcome to CAL FIRE Riverside County Fire Department's Report on Conditions. I'm Jody Hageman. Be sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell to be notified when we upload new episodes and other exciting stories. Let's take a look at last week's statistics covering April 19th through April 25th, 2021. CAL FIRE Riverside County Fire Department dispatchers and firefighters answered the call to 3,232 incidents. Of these, 336 were fire calls and 2,722 were medical emergencies. Our first incident takes us to Gavilan Hills, where over 150 firefighters battled the Chico fire. The fire was reported at 1:36 p.m. on Monday, April 19th in the area of Gavilan Road and Bonita. The first arriving engine company reported approximately 5 acres burning with structures threatened. Shortly after the report on conditions, approximately 24 homes in the fire's path were placed under evacuation orders. With road closures in place and sufficient resources on scene, the fire was contained to 25 acres later that evening. One firefighter was transported with non-life-threatening injuries to a local hospital. The cause of the fire was undetermined. 6 engine companies, 1 truck company, a breathing support and chief officer responded to reports of a residential structure fire at the 35,900 block of Bordeaux Place in Winchester, an unincorporated area of Temecula. Firefighters were met by heavy smoke and fire as they arrived on scene. This video clip shows just how intensely the fire was burning on the second floor of the home. Aggressive firefighting efforts proved successful in containing the fire to the second floor and attic space just 28 minutes after arrival. Due to extensive smoke and fire damage throughout the living quarters, 5 adults and 5 minors were displaced. Thankfully, no injuries to civilians or firefighters were reported. The fire cause was determined accidental with an estimated $275,000 in damages. Just after 7 a.m. on Thursday, April 22nd, resources from stations 79, 86, 87, and 35 were dispatched to reports of a commercial vehicle fire on Interstate 10 at milepost 66. As you'll see in these video clips, the first engine company arrived to report a well-involved semi-truck hauling household paint and fully involved. The fire was declared contained just before 7:30 a.m. Fortunately, the fire did not extend into the trailer and no injuries were reported. Shortly before 1 p.m. on Saturday, April 24th, resources from Battalion 9 were dispatched to a field on fire near the 23,800 block of Mark Twain Drive in Moreno Valley. In this video clip, you'll see that firefighters forged an aggressive attack on the fire that was burning in a field with no structures threatened. The fire was halted at just under 5 acres and the cause is under investigation. Living in Southern California provides all of us the luxury of many outdoor activities due to its pleasant climate and scenic terrain. It is also the home for many snakes, some of them dangerous and venomous, specifically rattlesnakes. This week's safety message provides tips on what to do if you encounter or are bitten by a rattlesnake. Do you know that there are 32 species of rattlesnakes in the US and Mexico? They come in many colors and patterns and are equipped with foldable fangs and heat sensors. When hiking on a trail or rocky area, stay on the trail and stay alert for crossing snakes. Don't lift rocks or go off the trail. Also, listen to the rattle of the snake's tail. This is their warning to you. If you encounter a dangerous snake, give them their space and leave them alone. If a dangerous snake is in or on your property, summon help to safely remove the snake. There are many online resource guides to help identify snakes. Snakes normally only strike when they are feeding or they feel threatened. If a snake bites you, it is considered a medical emergency and time is of the essence. Activate emergency services at once by dialing 911 and follow the dispatcher's instructions while help is on the way.
This week, our Public Affairs and Community Education team visited the annual Bautista Preparedness Exercise on the Cahuilla Indian Reservation in Anza. This annual exercise evaluates and tests the readiness skill set of our inmate and agency hand crews. Chief Bennett was on scene to tell us more.
I'm Andrew Bennett, Battalion Chief. I am the Operations Battalion Chief at Oak Glen Conservation Camp. We are conducting our annual fire crew preparedness exercise. We call this the Bautista drill. What this encompasses is that we have to evaluate each fire crew, the crew members, and that crew fire captain. It's broken down into certain evolutions. The first evolution that they perform is arriving to the drill site, and we will have them do a tool out from the bus. It is an organized system of them getting out with the proper tools, being lined up in their hook line order. They will inspect their tools, inspect their chainsaws, and then we will inspect their wildland safety gear to make sure that they're prepared. After we do the tool out exercise, they have a 3-mile hike, and that hike is to evaluate their physical conditioning. At the end of the hike, they will go to a fire shelter deployment site where they will demonstrate their proficiency in deploying the fire shelter and doing it within the department standard time. And then their next evolution is the last evolution. It's an hour and a half of cutting hand line as they would on any fire. The whole evaluation is meant to make sure that they're prepared and make sure that they follow safety, the directions of the fire crew captain, and that their hand line production is going to stop the fires from crossing the line in some locations. Crews can go where dozers can't. We rely on them to connect the dots, make sure the hand line, dozer lines are connected. We are evaluating that also. The exercise occurs every year, and they have to demonstrate the proficiency. After they pass, then we certify it through the unit chief to the region chief that we're ready to go.
We would like to wish 2 of our beloved fire captains all the best as they retire. Congratulations, Fire Captain Darren Hoopegardner, better known as Hoop. Darren was a fire captain on the ladder truck at Rancho California Station 73, who served the state of California for 30 years. We'd also like to congratulate Fire Captain Kevin Quas, better known as Q. Kevin retired from CAL FIRE as a fire captain at the Bautista Conservation Camp with 30 years of service. Congratulations also goes out to Aquino Lacour, who recently was promoted from firefighter 2 to fire apparatus engineer and will be assigned to the Tuolumne Calaveras unit. Congratulations to these gentlemen and to their families.
Thank you for your video clips, photos, and great ideas for future episodes. That's going to do it for this week's Report on Conditions. To stay up to date on current incidents as they happen in Riverside County, be sure to follow at CAL FIRE RRU on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Also, if you have ideas for the show, let us know in the comments section. Did you capture a great incident photo or video clip? Send them to us at rrupio@fire.ca.gov. See you next week. From your CAL FIRE Riverside County Fire Department Public Affairs and Community Education Bureau team, thanks for watching.